Blessings to all my beautiful souls out there. I hope you are all keeping very well. Welcome to another chapter of Raw Uncut. We are on now chapter 12, still continuing on the manipulative daydreaming topic. And today's subject is all about the emotional archetypes. So, my darlings, let's get real for the moment. I don't love, I find it annoying that people love to talk, people love to criticize MD people. They like to talk about escaping reality like it's some childish habit. They love to say, well, why don't you just stop avoiding life? Like it's easy, like it's that simple, like it's like you can do it with the click of a finger. No, it's not. They love to judge ND minds, inner world drifters, as they call them, and anyone who disappears into their imagination, forgetting one thing: they never ask the real question: why do we do it in the first place? Why do people escape in the first place? Because, my darlings, escapism isn't just random. Avoidance isn't a flipping weakness. And fantasy is certainly not delusion. Every escape has a reason. Every avoidance has a wound. Every fantasy has a message. And depending on your personality, your escape looks completely different. So today, darlings, we're breaking down, I'm going to say, 7 emotional archetypes: the ones who escape, the ones who avoid, and the ones who live in between two worlds, basically. So, my darlings, this is Raw Uncut. Let's begin. Let's just start with number one. I'm going to name one the observer. Silence as survival. So, observer, some people escape into silence. They drift into their inner worlds because reality might feel too loud for them, too chaotic, or too overstimulating. Escapism for them is they disappear into imagination just to breathe. They analyze, observe, and retreat into mental quiet. Avoidance for them is they shut down when overwhelmed. They completely stop talking, stop reacting, and stop engaging. Their emotional driver is overstimulation, fear of conflict. Their breakthrough is learning to express small truths without fear. So the observer doesn't escape because they're weak. They escape because silence is the only place for them which they feel safe. Number two, I'm going to call number two the idealist. Escape into beauty. The idealist basically escapes because reality feels heavy, it might feel messy, and it can feel emotionally draining. Escapism for them is they drift into perfect worlds, harmony, beauty, emotional depth. What their avoidance is, they detach when reality completely disappoints them. Their emotional driver is longing for purity and emotional safety. Their breakthrough is accepting that imperfection doesn't mean danger. The idealist isn't basically unrealistic, they're protecting their heart from chaos, basically. Number three, I'm gonna call it let's the protector. Escaping into control. The protector carries too much. They escape into worlds where they fix everyone, they save everyone, and hold all the power and control. Escapism for them is they imagine scenarios where they're always going to play or be the hero. Avoidance. They withdraw when they feel powerless. And their emotional driver is responsibility and control. Their breakthrough is understanding that safety doesn't require being in charge. The protector doesn't escape because they want fantasy. They escape because reality keeps asking too much of them. So the romantic, oh, sorry, let's go with number four. I'm going to call it the romantic escapist. So craving connection. This archetype escapes into emotional intimacy. Is that deep love, that soul level connection. You're perfect, your ideal partners. Escapism for them is they build relationships in their mind that feel safe, deep, and unconditional. Loyalty, the most bliss. Avoidance for them is they avoid real relationships because real people can reject, disappoint, or misunderstand them, basically. Their emotional driver is connection and fear of abandonment. Breakthrough for them is creating connection slowly, safely, without the fantasy standards. So the romantic escape here says they don't escape because they're delusional, they escape because they've just been hurt continuously. Number five, let's call it the warrior, escaping into strength. The warrior escapes into power. They imagine themselves strong, unstoppable, victorious, gangster, call it. Escapism for them is they build worlds where they're always going to win. Avoidance for them is they avoid vulnerability at all costs. Their emotional driver is strength and the fear of weakness. Breakthrough for them is understanding that vulnerability is not a defeat. The warrior for them, it doesn't escape because they want dominance. They escape because they fear being seen as fragile. Number six, sorry, let's go with the nurturer, escaping into warmth. The nurturer, I would say, escapes into emotional warmth, places where they are loved, appreciated, and valued. Escapism, sorry, for them is they imagine worlds where their presence matters. What their avoidance is, they shut down when they feel invincible or unappreciated. Their emotional driver is affection and belonging. A breakthrough moment for them is learning to meet their own emotional needs first. So the nurturer doesn't escape because they're needy, they escape because they've been emotionally starved. And finally, number seven, the architect, escaping into vision. The architect escapes into planning, building, imagining futures. Their escapism for them is they create entire worlds, timelines, identities. Their avoidance is they avoid taking action because fantasy feels safer than risk. So their emotional driver is vision and fear of failure. A breakthrough moment for them is taking small, imperfect steps in reality. So the architect doesn't escape because they're lazy, they escape because dreaming feels safer than doing. So, the raw and cut truth. Escapism isn't the enemy for a start, absolutely not. Avoidance isn't the enemy, absolutely not. Fantasy isn't the enemy, no, it's not. The enemy, my darlings, is the life you're escaping from. So, your fantasy world is not random, it's a map. It simply shows you what you're missing. It shows you what you're craving. It shows you what your nervous system is begging for. So your inner world is not a weakness, my darlings. It's simple message. And the goal for you isn't to destroy your fantasy, it's to rebuild your reality. A reality where you feel safe, a reality where you feel seen, a reality where you feel connected, a reality where you don't have to escape to breathe. So, this week's Raw Uncut is simple. Identity your archetype, understand your escape. Understand your avoidance, then rebuild your reality so you don't have to run from it. You, my darlings, deserve a life you don't need to escape from, and you're strong enough to do it. I believe in you, and I know you can build it. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining me on this blessed Sunday. Please share the love and hit the like button, or leave a comment and tell me your emotional archetype, or show us support by joining our journey and subscribe to my channel. Should you wish to dive deeper, please, I welcome you to head over to my webpage and open the vault and start your transition today. Remember, I am what I am and I am enough. Yes, indeed, you all are, my darlings, and I love you so much and I'm proud of you all. I am Nikki, your sovereign architect. Until next week, take care.